Any day now, James Gunn and Peter Safran are set to make some huge announcements regarding DC's future. Of course, we are going to be getting the DCU, this brand new, rebooted, live-action DC cinematic universe, and one of those first projects that we know is coming is a brand new Superman movie. And of course, when it comes to this whole universe, we've been talking a lot about recasting, but the one character we know for sure is being recast is Superman. There's no Henry Cavill. We're going to be having a brand new actor in the role as a younger version of Superman for this brand new Superman movie. And, of course, up until this point, it's just been fan speculation, fan casting, and still, I doubt they're going to cast this role anytime soon. There's James Gunn still working on the script. This movie's a ways away, and it still hasn't even been officially announced yet. Probably will be with the other DCU announcements by the end of this month. But we do have at least an idea of what they're looking for this role and kind of some few other details on this movie, because we have a brand new little drop of information from the scooper known as Demois, which is a scooper we've only talked about a couple times here on the channel, but both those times they were very right about their scoops. So Demois is actually the first person to tell us that Barry Keoghan was playing the Joker in the Batman, and also the same person and the first person to tell us that Lady Gaga was going to play Harley Quinn, or at least the female lead, in Joker 2. Well, guess what? We saw Barry Keoghan as Joker in the Batman, and Lady Gaga's role has been confirmed for Joker 2. So this is a person with a very tight track record, and I 100% trust that this information is true. So let's check it out. So again, sent via form submission from Demois. Pseudonyms, please. WB executive, email, blah, blah, blah. Subject, Superman recast. Message, a certain Australian actor that was on a Netflix rom-com trilogy and is currently on an HBO teen show is being looked at for the role of the new Man of Steel. Also, the release date is summer of 2025, directed and written by James Gunn. So first of all, let's talk about that bottom part. So we already knew James Gunn was writing the script. We kind of assumed he was going to be directing, but this right here confirms it. Summer of 2025, I think, makes a lot of sense. Again, that's a couple years from now, so this gives them a couple years to work on it, make sure it's a good film. And plus, summer blockbuster, it's a Superman movie, that just makes complete and total sense. But this description of the actor that they're looking at for this role, a certain Australian actor on a Netflix rom-com trilogy and is currently on an HBO teen show. So who could that be? Well, the only person I can think of is Jacob Elordi, and he fits this description to a T. Because of course he was a big part of the Kissing Booth trilogy on Netflix, and now is a part of Euphoria on HBO and HBO Max. So Jacob Elordi as our new Man of Steel, as our new Clark Kent, our new Superman, is not a casting I personally would have thought of. He's definitely not someone I would have thought of when it comes to the role of Superman. But again, they're looking for a younger Superman. I don't know exactly, but I'm assuming he's probably in his 20s. So definitely younger version of the character. And, at least not right now. He's not the most, the guy's in shape for sure, but he doesn't have exactly the bulk for Superman. But I mean, it's Hollywood. People are bulking it up for these superhero roles all the time. So that should be no problem. But looking at some of this fan art, he actually looks like he would be a pretty dang good Superman, at least based on looks. From what I've seen, he's a pretty good actor as well. He was my fan cast for an MCU Tom Hardy Venom. So I'm a big fan of the actor, and especially this one right here, which of course I use for the thumbnail. This guy looks like Superman. Actually, I think this would be great casting. And again, this is just who James Gunn and Warner Brothers and Peter Safran are looking at for this role. There's nothing said here about whether they've actually contacted him about it, or if there's been any conversations or deals. Nothing's been signed or anything. But, personally, I think this is a great idea. I think this would be a really interesting casting. Obviously he's a popular actor right now, engaging the younger audience, fans of Euphoria and the Kissing Booth trilogy on Netflix. I think this is actually a really good idea. I'm a fan of this. So Guys, what do you think about this? What do you think about these updates on James Gunn's brand new Superman movie for the DCU? What do you think about the fact that he's directing it? Supposedly they're looking at a summer 2025 release date, and the possibility of Jacob Elordi playing our brand new Man of Steel. And if not, who do you want to see play Superman in this brand new Superman movie? So thanks so much for watching. Please drop a like if you enjoyed this video and hit the subscribe button so I can keep it up to date on everything goes on in the DC.